Yo. Yo. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Key West, Florida for the final race day, Sunday afternoon here in Key West at the 2007 World Championships for Superboat International APBA UIM. It's been a great week-long event here in Key West. Everyone from the SBI did a great job of putting this event together with all the teams here, over 70 boats in attendance. This is race number 2 of 3 each day. Race number 2 consists of Superboat V Unlimited, Super V Light, and Super V, as well as Super Cat Light. Awesome racing action all week long here. Freeze Frame Video, proud to be part of over 25 years of racing excitement in Key West. This is race number 8 of 9 all week long here, and the final day of racing. Tight action in every class all week long. There you see Team Velocity here in this coverage from Sunday afternoon's boat parade before all the racing excitement took place. Team Velocity in the P5 class out of Sarasota, Florida. Bob Spitulski's the driver. Steve Kildall, the throttleman, and Stephen Kildall, the navigator. This team out of Sarasota with sponsors Pacer Marine Engineering, Duffy Air Systems, New Century Signs, and the Daiquiri Deck. There you see the Crazy Greek in a P4 class, this classic 38-foot Scarab flat deck, campaigned by the Boches family as well as Bob Oetringer. There is Conrad Fountain Youth, 433, strong running team out of Michigan, Team Conrad, powered by Scorpion Racing Engines. Right behind them is Team Rum Runners, put together a great week of finishes here, finishing second place in Class 5, national champions for 2007, as well as runners-up here in Key West, Bill Chittenden and Bobby Keebler aboard. Team Traffic Light, rough week for these guys, turning the boat upside down the first day of racing. Strong second place finish on the second day. Team On the Chip has been in the front of the pack all year long, having a little tough luck here in Key West. Jimmy Winters, the owner and driver. Kirk Cropper and JC Cropper finishing the throttle duties this week, splitting them up all week long. AMF, the Jersey boys, Papa Dukes, the 38 Scarab out of New Jersey. Here comes Arises Rodriguez, PA 319. These guys were the 2006 world champions here in Key West. Frank Arises and Albert Enchmadia, sponsored by All Star Stucco and Pollo Tropical. Team Wanted coming up now, the 377 Cigarette Gladiator out of Ocean City, Maryland. There you see Walter Piasecki giving the peace signs there. Bill Purnell, the throttle man, also in the cockpit. Sponsored by Atlantic Hotel from Ocean City. Atlantic Hotel, OCMD.com. Great place to stay when you're in Ocean City, Maryland. .36-foot Douglas Skater, the 07 is all jacked up. Based out of Kansas City, Missouri, throttled by Grant Bruggeman, owned and driven by Brian Hupp. Mercury 525s with Bravo Imco drives propel that 36-foot skater. Here comes Reliable Carriers early in the week. The US 1 team battled strong in the first 2 days of racing, breaking on the Wednesday race and then turning the boat over on the Friday race. Steve Curtis and Tom Abrams escaped without injury but ended their week of racing. They will not be competing here in the finals. Team Reliable Carriers out of action. Here comes Team Reliable Carriers Fountain Racing, the Cat Light number 40 with Reliable Carriers show-winning Rock Bottom truck. The Cat Light team, owned by GT Motorsports. Jerry Chastelet is the driver. Reggie Fountain III, the throttle man. Great finishes have put them in the position for a world championship here in Key West. The number 22, the national champions from 2007, Peter Meyer and Bob Oliver aboard that 42-foot Fountain. There is the White Lightning 38-foot Activator out of New York. Pace boat number 1 for all the week's festivities here in Key West. We're going to show you a little safety demonstration put together by the AMF Offshore Racing Angels here inside the outer mole of Key West. The safety chopper dropping the divers in the water, going to demonstrate some safety techniques used to keep all of the offshore racers safe. There you see AMF Offshore Racing's new safety boat, the Big Cougar Rigid Hull Inflatable. Safety team going to hoist the injured crew member on board here, on the backboard here, doing this safety demonstration on one of the off days here in Key West. As the Miss Geico AMF safety chopper keeps a watchful eye from above. Taste is the difference. Cintron Liquid Energy, big sponsor of Offshore Racing, sponsoring 2 offshore teams, showing their wares here in Key West. 432, that is Team Dockblood in their 30-foot superboat, making the team's first trip to Key West. There you see the freeze frame video support trailer, selling videos, DVDs, and photos all week long here in Key West. Special thanks, John Hagan, for your dedication and support of the wonderful world of offshore. United we race. That giant custom banner provided by Freeze Frame Video. Freeze Frame now available to do custom banners any shape and size. Check out freezeframevideo.net for more information. There is Team Motley Crue, the strong running team out of New Jersey in the Cat Light class. The Roman brothers always put on a great show for the fans. Here comes Sjogren Performance Marine, Team Fountain Rio Roses. This is the world-famous cat killer. 45-foot fountain with giant Sterling power with Mercury number 6 drives. Running in the Super V Unlimited class, David Knight is the throttle man and Mike Siebold is the driver. Throttle Up propellers available all week here in Key West for all your propeller tuning needs. There is a shot of reliable fountain. The Cat Light team leading the points up to the final day here in Key West. Reggie Fountain III, Jerry Chastelet at the wheel. Plantation Boat Mart pit area. Team Predator had a rough week turning the boat over in testing, but came back strong the next day. Dennis Del Torre and Gabriel Pacheco doing a great job aboard that new 42-foot fountain. There's Team Wanted, ran strong all week in the P3 class. Team TKO 3-7, a great run for those guys. We are airborne now. This is the final event for these teams here in Key West for 2007. Over Key West Harbor, boats in the milling circle getting ready to go. You can see the first start on their way out of the harbor. That is the Super V Unlimited category. The second start would be the P1s and the Cat Light. Freeze Frame will be going with that start to bring you that exciting racing action in those tightly bunched classes. Boats coming out of their milling area now, getting lined up, waiting for the green flag. The Fountain Center Console Pace Boat is on plane. Should be tight racing action now. Waiting for the green flag. Boats coming from every direction. P1 as well as the Super Cat Light. That is Media Master closest to us on the opposite side of the harbor. It looks like the green flag is up, even though Media Master is miles out front at this point. Traffic Light in the center of your screen getting a very strong start in the P1 class as well. Media Master and a Traffic Light. Media Master out of Long Island, New York. Greg Quirk, the owner, throttleman. Matt Beck is the driver of this Jays-powered 39-foot Outer Limits race boat. Traffic Light, a 37-foot Talon out of Michigan, powered by a pair of Super Cat engines coupled to the Mercury number 6 drive. Ed Smith from St. Clair, Michigan is the owner and driver. Val Fiorello from New Jersey is the throttle man, and Dawn Hedges from Ohio, the navigator. Great start for the team. Traffic Light, 37-foot Talon with Motley Crue on their outside as these teams head towards turn 1 on the final day here in Key West 2007. The Roman brothers in Motley Crue showing the lead in Cat Light class right now with the P1 entry with the Super Cat inboards on the inside. Team Traffic Light with their 37-foot Talon, sponsored by Riverbend Marina from St. Clair, Michigan. Looking back, tight action for second place there in Cat Light. All jacked up, Reliable Carriers in Team Amsoil. Battling it out, Reliable Carriers. Fountain Racing holds first place at this point with 2 strong finishes earlier in the week. But right now out front, Motley Crue as these boats head into turn 1. The spray is going everywhere. What's going on at this point? Can't quite see. Looks like we've had a problem because we don't see Team Traffic Light anymore. Reportedly, Team Traffic Light and Motley Crue collided in turn one. Both boats still running. We're going to go with this battle for second place at this point. Jerry Chastelet at the wheel of the orange boat. That is Reliable Carriers Fountain Racing. Reggie Fountain the third. Little R on the stick. Beside them, the number 77 team of Amsoil AMF Offshore Racing is Bob Teague and Paul Whittier. Bob Teague from Valencia, California, the legendary throttle man, doing a great job. Just came off the World Championship win in Destin for the OSS. Paul Whittier at the wheel has already captured another World Championship this week, running in the Superboat stock class with Gary Ballou and TNT Custom Marine. But right now, Amsoil trying to put another World Championship notch on their belt, battling with Reliable Fountain Racing. The number 40 Reliable Fountain Racing put together a strong week, heading with the lead in points into the final day of racing here, as Motley Crue has already checked out with the lead in this event. But the battle now is for second place here, heading into Key West Harbor. Jerry Chastelet from Missouri, Reggie Fountain III from Washington, North Carolina, making their way into Key West Harbor past Fort Zachary Taylor, number 40, Reliable Fountain Offshore Racing.